Annyeonghaseyo everybody, this is Ian. Here, in celebration, or mourning, depending on how you look at it, of their final performance together before officially disbanding, I present to you an unboxing of a 2 CD concert set of one of my favorite Korean pop boy bands of all time. The high five of teenagers, H.O.T. Forever in our heart, they will stay. H.O.T. consisted of Moon Hee-jun, Jang Woo-hyuk, An Seung-ho under the stage name Tony An Jil-hyun under the stage name Kangta, and Lee Jae-won. By the way, Tony and Kangta are unrelated, just thought I should throw that out there. They debuted in 1996 under the SM Entertainment label, and were basically the flagship group, if not the first ever group of artists to represent the agency, along with SES, Shinhwa, and not much later after, Boa Kwan. Currently, SM Entertainment's more known acts, still on the active roster, include the said Boa, SHINee, Super Junior, FX, The Grace, Toho Shinki, and some group called Girls' Generation. Not to sound like a broken record, H.O.T. was one of the most popular South Korean boy bands in the late 90s and early millennium. They could arguably parallel that of Big Bang or TVXQ in the later half of the turn of the millennium, but I will leave that open for debate. During H.O.T.'s 5-year tenure, they released 5 studio albums, 3 live albums, including this one, and were featured in the original soundtrack for Age of Peace, which I think was some kind of movie. I'm not too sure about that, it was a long time ago. In 1998, they were nominated for the MTV International Viewer's Choice Asia Award for We Are the Future. And in 1999, they won the MTV International Viewer's Choice Korea Award for Yomacho. I would like to point out that the International Viewer's Choice Award that they won in 1999 was how I first became aware of H.O.T. and K-pop and the Korean wave in general, especially at a time when broadband internet was new and YouTube did not exist. You will eventually hear a lot of that from me. The concert in which this live album was recorded took place on the 27th of February 2001 in the Seoul Main Olympic Stadium. Thus, some fans would dub this concert as 227. As mentioned, it was the final performance and final album H.O.T. has ever released before officially splitting up less than 3 months later due to various contract and salary disputes. Their disbanding struck a mean chord with their fans. I don't quite remember all the details, but it was a catalyst in ending my phase with K-pop for a while, at least until 2008 when nostalgia struck, and a new generation, e.g. Big Bang and 2NE1, rekindled my interest in the Korean wave. Hee-jun and Kangta stayed with SM, with Hee-jun eventually leaving a few years later. Jang Woo-hyuk, Tony An, and Lee Jae-won formed a subgroup using the initials of their names as the group name, JTL. They eventually pursued their own solo careers. Kangta is the only member to stay with SM, and has since become a stakeholder of the company from what I have researched. As a matter of fact, all 5 members have grown and have gone through their military service mandatory for all South Korean male citizens. As you can see here, there was a lot of effort put into the packaging of this collector's set. Included is a book of glossy photographs of H.O.T. during their tour in concert. I try my best to show all of it on video without my face being caught in the reflection of the shiny pages. In addition to photos, there are also lyrics, mostly printed in Hangul. The track listing in this set includes Aya, Get It Up, Warriors Descendant, You Got Gun, It's Been Raining Since You Left Me, Delight, NBK Natural Born Killer, Time Will Tell, Persia Black Hole, A Song for Lady, We Are the Future, Operation Takeover, Goodbye for the Last, Full of Happiness, Hope, My Mother, You and I, We Can Do It, and Outside Castle, The Castle Outsiders. In addition, Tony On covers Ricky Martin's Livin' La Vida Loca, and Kangta covers The Platters' Only You and You Alone, Richard Marx's Waiting for You, and The Beatles' Let It Be. Now that I think about it, I find it eerily prophetic and symbolic that Kangta would perform the title track of the Beatles' final album before their breakup, when H.O.T themselves would later break up. I did find it a little disturbing that Tony On covered Livin' La Vida Loca, especially back in 2001. My mindset back then was that H.O.T was, at the end of the day, a boy band and just as much of a teen idol pop act as the Backstreets and NSYNCs I tried to take refuge from. Nonetheless, he did the song justice and the song did him justice, and it would not be the first or last time a K-pop artist covered Livin' La Vida Loca or some other Western pop song I would normally abhor. It's no different than, say, Girls' Generation doing a Kesha song in their native language, or Teen Top covering a song originally performed by some person who essentially butchered a Cardigans hit. Notably absent is J1 Special. His solo segment from the concert was cut from both the video and audio releases. I did find a fan cam of it elsewhere though. Their impending breakup, Tony covering Ricky Martin, and the lack of J1's special segment were factors that caused me to foolishly decide not to buy this concert on CD and or video in the first place. Of course, I did regret not buying it from Yes Asia when I could have at the time. However, I was able to buy both the audio CD set and the video CD set from a seller in Korea off eBay just a few years later. The audio CD also has bonus data contained within the first disc, mostly screensavers and wallpapers of H.O.T's photo shoot from around the time of the tour. In stark contrast from the audio CD set, the video CD set is in plain packaging. It was published by Spectrum DVD, which is the name of a company. Moreover, I could only find it in low-quality MPEG-encoded VCD format instead of DVD, despite being released in 2001, when the format was just becoming commonplace. H.O.T's previous concert, The 918 from 1999, was released on DVD, which I do have to this day. I would have also settled for VHS videotape if it was available. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video of the H.O.T 227 merchandise. I may do more videos of my old K-pop collection. I do plan on making videos related to my gaming and capturing equipment, or even make stuff for my alts, so stay tuned for that. Please subscribe to and share my channel at youtube.com/Inuyasha. Add me on facebook.com/Inuyasha. Forever White Angels, and here's to looking forward to a reunion. Peace.